If you send a price out there and people are really quick to work with you, or there's no haggling back and forth, your prices may be too low. What's going on, y'all? My name is Vannesia Darby and I'm a marketing consultant, and I also own an agency and work full-time as a digital marketing manager. So I'm all about marketing and small business and professional development, but I really want to hone in on this client series because you can get a client and you can make it work for you. Today's video is going to be talking about something that we haven't really talked about out loud. All right, it's how to price your services. Now, sometimes it's easy to price a product because you understand the value, or there may be comparable products in the marketplace, but pricing your services really isn't that different. I remember it took me a long time to really settle in on what my pricing structure was gonna be like. And to this day, I may bend or fluctuate from that pricing structure if I deem fit, but at least I know where I'm starting from. So there's always 3 different ways that you can charge, and I like to explain it this way. You can charge by the hour, which means that you're keeping track of your time in an app like your phone, you're writing it down, or you have something like T-Sheets or My Hours that helps you keep track of your time. You can charge by the project, which means that someone hires you to do something specific and you say like, hey, a logo design is going to be $100 or $75. Once it's done, it's done. You may have them get revisions on that project, but you set that parameter up for yourself. Or you can even have a retainer model where people are paying you per month, or even per like 6 months or per year. You really want to think about, again, your cash flow. Think about how you want to get paid. If you go on places like Fiverr.com or Upwork.com, typically those are going to be more of your hourly or even per project pay structures, and nothing's wrong with that. If you are maybe working with a corporate client or a long-term project, or people are retaining your services for quite a bit, you may want to look into getting paid per month, per 3 months, per 6 months, right? Again, what it helps you to do is to really structure how you are having cash flow in and out of your business, which brings me to another point. Sometimes when you're working with other companies, they have what we call net 15, net 30, net 60, and net 90, which means whatever that number is after the word net is when you get paid. So for example, say you are an influencer and you do something for a brand and they have a net 90 payment schedule. So you could turn in a video in January and not get paid until 90 days after that, which would put you in April. And so you want to really think about, when you are trying to balance different clients or different projects, how many different pay structures that you have going out there. Personally, I never liked the hourly pay structure. I never liked keeping track of my time, even though I use different apps to do so. That was just never really my thing. So I prefer to have a retainer model, or even get paid per project depending on what the project is. Additionally, if you know that you work fast like me, getting paid by the hour wasn't necessarily the best for me because I could do a lot of work in a shorter amount of time. One thing you can do is go on these different freelancer websites like Fiverr, like Upwork, and see what other people are charging. Start Googling different people in your area that do similar services to what you do and see what they're charging. It's similar to being a barber. You wouldn't just come up and open up a shop right on the corner of the busiest street. You would want to get the lay of the land, all right? What are the other barbers charging? Who are they? And you want to price somewhere that's comparable to what they're doing depending on your skill level. If you are a beginner, there's nothing wrong with pricing lower, and maybe on an hourly pay schedule, or even on a per project pay schedule, just so you get the lay of the land, get those testimonials, get your weight up a little bit, and then you start moving into longer term contracts. So I hope that that's helpful for you, depending on what service that you offer. Again, look around, don't feel like you have to do it in a silo. And then here's a trick. If you send a price out there and people are really quick to work with you, or there's no haggling back and forth, your prices may be too low. And I'm assuming that you're offering something that you're really good at doing and that is quality. If they say yes too quick, it may be too low. All right, because a lot of times people want to make sure they're getting the most bang for their buck. So sometimes having people haggle or ask questions, even though you may not even want to do that, it could be a good thing because they want to make sure that they're getting the most value. All right, I hope that that helps you. Again, decide how you want to get paid, look what's going on, and test it out. You can always raise your prices and you can always come back and restructure a price schedule, but you got to start somewhere first. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your week, and remember to always speak life. Peace.